What's up? What's up? What's up? Uh-oh. Hold on. All right, cool, cool. No worries. Look like my personal page didn't do it. How y'all feeling? What's going on? What's going on, man? Listen, we're gonna get started in a second. We got a great topic tonight. Can I really do mobile home investing? Listen, y'all, I'm super excited to talk about this topic tonight. Man, when I tell y'all what's going on, Mathis on way, what up, what up, what up? I'm super excited about this topic tonight. I'm definitely got some great stuff for you all. You see me, I'm looking at two cameras. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. So again, had to give y'all some value. You see, I was had to hurry and make sure my sound is good, doing a nice sound check with y'all. And I'm excited, y'all. I'm super excited tonight, as usual. And we coming in hot. All right, we coming in hot tonight. We talking about the topic, can I do mobile home investing? Listen, y'all, welcome to We Got the Answers, the weekly mobile home investing series. My name is Byron. I'm one half of the Mobile Home Elite Investors. My queen, Sharnice, is the other half of Mobile Home Elite. We started this 5 years ago. Y'all, listen, we started, I ain't had the best credit. I had a 525 credit score. My capital, I had $0. Was blessed to be able to take out a high interest loan for $10,000, flipping two mobile homes in 45 days, flipping that to $19,500. We never turned around. Y'all, listen, man, we've been blessed to educate over 10,000 students. We own mobile home communities. And I just do this not only to help you get it, but I love the fact that every day we have a new mobile home investor that is making and helping somebody with affordable housing. So this is the reason why I truly love doing this. And tonight I want to give y'all some games. So do me a favor, make sure you share this live with somebody. All right, make sure you definitely take a pen and pad. But tonight we talking about, can I do mobile home investing, y'all? Can I do mobile home investing? I am super excited again to get into this with y'all. All right, but first, all right, let's talk about, I got to do some Facebook group shout out. Shout out to my private Facebook group. Y'all, listen, first of all, I got to shout out Lisa Jones. She got a deal under contract, got a potential profit for $4,500. Shout out Lisa. Show some fire signs in there for Lisa. And then I got to give a shout out to the Queen, Simone Ivy. My homegirl, Sony, just got another house under contract. And her power washing company is going amazing, y'all. Amazing, y'all. Again, that's another play in mobile home investing, power washing. If you got a power washing company, you can make a lot of money. And I love the way she stepped outside the box, just other than a traditional way, y'all. So, again, can I do mobile home investing? All right. Tonight we talking about, can I do mobile home investing? If you ready, give me a thumbs up. If you ready, give me a thumbs up. And we talking tonight, can I do mobile home investing? But first, YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Truly, truly appreciate that, y'all. And again, if you have any questions about the Facebook group, YouTube, make sure y'all text me on my private number 312-847-2544. Again, 312-847-2544. And that's if you're interested in joining the community. Text FB for Facebook. And we got y'all, man. Come join the Elite Squad, man. We definitely got you. What's going on, Larry, for Facebook? How you feeling? How you feeling? Stella, how you feeling? How you feeling? Man, I'm y'all ready? Is y'all ready to go into today's lesson? All right, can I do mobile home investing? Is y'all ready to go in today's lesson? Let me know how y'all feeling. Let me know if y'all ready before I get into this lesson today, man. Because I definitely, like I said, I got some great stuff for you. And man, I'm super excited for this, y'all. What's going on, Joshua? So I love it. Joshua checking in from Sacramento. Let me know where y'all checking in from. Before I get y'all ready, let me know where y'all checking in from. Drop from the chat, drop in the chat, or drop in the message section where you checking in from. Roll call, man. I am from thank you. I appreciate that. I'm from Chicago, y'all. Hailing in from Chicago, where it's getting a little windy in the Windy City. All right. So again, I am excited. We got Compton in the house. Okay. Let's get it. Let's get it. What else we checking from? Okay. We got VA on Facebook. I got Columbia, South Carolina. Okay. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see. I got Danielle from Chi-Town. What up, Danielle? Let me know where y'all checking in from. Go ahead and drop in the chat where you checking in from. You know where y'all checking in from, y'all. We got Anderson, okay. GA, okay. We got Georgia in the house. You know where y'all checking in from. Born and raised in New Jersey. I love it. I love it. Cali in the house. I love it. Okay, we all over. We nationwide. Man, I love it. So listen, y'all. Can I do mobile home investing? That is the magic question. Can I do mobile home investing? Now, y'all know my answer. Drop in the chat what you think my answer gonna be. Can I do mobile home investing? Y'all know my answer. Huh? Let me see. We got Louisville in the house. Fort Worth, Texas. I love it. What up? What up? Welcome, welcome. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And let's see. All right. Awesome, awesome. Yes, I see yes. Let's see, and then Danielle, Queen Danielle from Facebook. Okay, I'll look out for that message, and then I'll shoot the page another message, and then that way just so they can come up to the top, and I'll make sure my team and or I will get to that message. I got you. I'm excited for y'all to definitely join the family. So I got you. I see the yeses going. I see the yeses going. Okay, we ready. We ready to talk. Can I do mobile home investing? Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all. So listen. Can I do mobile home investing? Right? Y'all, I see y'all answers. You know, I'm gonna say yes, but we gonna break it down today when we talk about can I do mobile home investing? Because here's the thing: everybody on here can do mobile home investing. Like everybody on here can do mobile home investing. Like it's no one on this live that I can say, hey, you know what? Like, nah, you ain't about this life. Everybody can do mobile home investing. And the reason why everybody can do mobile home investing because everybody can do their job. And what do I mean by everybody can do their job? So this is what we're gonna take. We're gonna take a little break. What I want you to do is, all right, you got a skill set that you've been trained at that you do very well every day, 5 days a week. Some of y'all do it more. So do me a favor, if you don't mind, drop your occupation down in the chat. Drop your what do you do for a living? Okay. And I'll go back to myself, right? Like when I started, when I was in the workforce, I was in transportation, so I did a lot of operational sides, right? I was on the broker side. I used to message customers, and I forgot what my job title was, to be honest. And then to play this, my last job, I was a driver manager, right? I managed truck drivers, so I had a lot of tasks that I had to do, but I had to become good at it. All right, let's see. Stella said commercial driver, right? I love it, commercial driver, like a commercial driver, you're a professional driver. So you had to learn. It took you time to master that skill set. Let me see somebody else. Drop your occupation. What is something that you currently do? Okay, same thing, right? Blue Family Enterprise, truck driver, right? Getting your CDL. You had to go to training. It took time for you to become a driver, to become a professional driver. Being a driver, but people don't realize on the road how important like y'all job is. Y'all help people cut y'all off and everything, and don't understand that you are carrying around 54,000 pounds and can kill somebody at any moment. But y'all do it in a great way, right? Y'all do it with grace. Let's see, Nisha, project manager, right? She project manager. I'm pretty sure again, as a project manager, there are steps, right? As a project manager, you got to see the project from the beginning to the end, and you have to be able to manage each detail, manage each phase of that project to make sure you get your job done, right? Anybody else? Drop in the chat. What's your occupation? And and the reason I'm gonna talk about this, right? Because as y'all drop in your occupation, we're gonna talk about how you got there, right? And then we're gonna tie this around to how, again, can I do mobile home investing? Because remember, I told y'all my answer is yes, y'all can do, everybody on here can do mobile home investing. But we're gonna talk about the difference on the mindset on why, right? So somebody else, tech support. What's up, Donnell? How you feeling? Tech support, right? Again, not an easy job, right? Not an easy job at all. Now, here's the thing. Let's kind of break that down, right? Let's definitely break that down. We talk about what you are doing, what you do, for your occupation. You have a skill, you have a special skill set that you were trained at. But let's go back to the beginning. Remember this. What was the first thing you had to do to go get your job? What was the one thing that you had to do? You had to build your resume, right? You had to make sure your resume was on point, to make sure your resume got pulled out, to make sure that what? Everything lined up, everything that you put on your resume. And then somebody, let me ask y'all this. How long did it take you to get your resume good? Somebody put in the chat. How long did it take you to get your resume on point? Just for your resume. Somebody, let me see that. right? For me, I ain't gonna lie, it took me a long time to ever get my resume on point. How long did it take for you to get your resume on point? Because remember, that's just the first part. Before you get your occupation, you got to make sure your resume is on point. All right, you have to make sure that your resume is on point. So the first thing we doing, right? We got to make sure we got our resume, right? We doing our resume building. Antoinette say it still ain't right, right? Right. So we getting our resume, right? And then what's the next phase? Our job interview skills. So now we got our resume, right? We got our resume, making sure our resume on point. And the next thing I like it. Donnell said, I hire somebody to do my resume, right? It's resume building services. So the next thing we got to do, we got to make sure our job interview skills are on point. Now, if y'all was like me when I was on my job interviews, y'all know the answer when they asked me. I remember they used to ask the question like, what is the most challenging thing you had to do? And I used to be like, oh yeah, the most challenging thing is just walking away and just not spending enough time with family and friends. I was lying. I was want to be the first person out the door. The first person out the door, right? But again, on your interview skills, they tell you certain things to say, so somebody's going to hire you, right? So again, we talking about that's our first phase, right? We had to get our resume on point. Then we had to get our job interview skills, right? And how many job interviews before you got your occupation? If y'all don't mind sharing, how many job interviews that you had to go on before you got your actual occupation? Let's talk about that. All right, let's talk about that. Somebody drop in the chat. How many job interviews that you had to go on before you actually got your first or not your first or your current job? How many interviews that you had to go on to be able to get there? I'm such a lady said 3. Let's see what we're looking at. How many job interviews did you have to go on before you got your first or your current job? Stella said too many. So we from Facebook, she said that's too many. We know if it's too many, we know that definitely took some time, right? And I appreciate you being open and transparent. All right, that's what it's definitely about. All right. Anybody else? How many job interviews that you had to go on before you even got your first, right? And while y'all doing that, let's say you finally get hired, right? You finally get hired. So remember, we got our resume building, we got to do our job interview, right? We had to have our job interview skills. Then when we get hired, what's next? Training, right? We got to go through training. Training can be anywhere from a week to a month to 90 days that we train for, right? We're training now for our occupation. Now, remember, I'm asking y'all the question for this live is, can I do mobile home investing? Now, remember, I'm asking you what you currently do. And right now we know you had to, for one, you had to get your resume on point. 2, right? You had to get your job interview skills on point. 3, you got hired, then you got to go through training. So now after training, right? You in the beginner space. You normally don't become the expert at your job. It almost takes years for you to become an expert at your occupation. It takes years for you to become an expert at your occupation, right? It takes years for you to become an expert at your occupation. This is a cycle that we used to, y'all. This is the easy part for us. Everybody on this live, we can go fill out applications. We can go get on job interviews. We can do all of the things to get the job. And then we know once we get in our job, we're going to get trained to do that job. That's a fact. That's everybody in America knows how to do that. No matter if you got the least paying job to the most expensive paying job. That's what we know. That is the fact. And most of the time, we know everybody does it, right? Let me ask you a question. Just give me a broad range. The first question I got is, how many other people do you know that got occupation? How many other people do you know got a career? Just a guess. Just put the number in the chat. How many people you personally know that has careers? How many people do you personally know that has careers? Put that number in the chat. Because we're going to tie all this back around to, can I do mobile home investing? All right. Can I do mobile home investing? And like I said, y'all know my answer on that one. Y'all know my answer on that. But let me ask you this. How many people do you know that has a career? Put your number in the chat. How many people do you know that has a career? And then I want you to put in the chat, how many investors do you know? How many investors do you know? And the number, I want you to put investor and then put the number. How many investors do you personally know? That's the next question I got for y'all. How many investors do you personally know? Put that in the chat for me. Stella put 0. Okay, appreciate you, Stella, on Facebook. I'm Such a Lady said 0 investors on IG. Shout out IG. Right? Nisha said 2. E-Rob on Instagram said at least 10 people with a career. Donnell said 3 investors. Danielle said 2 to 5. E-Rob said 2. Okay. So we see, right? Here's the thing. We see that it's very few people that we know that invest, right? But we know way more people that has a career. And the one thing that we know way more people has a career, we can all come to a consensus that everybody who has a career had to go through training. They had to take time. And for one, they were not an expert when they first started their career. Am I correct? Like, are we all on the consensus that that's the fact? That when you first started your career, you were not the expert. When you first started your career, it took time for you to get a promotion. It took time for you to get a raise. We hear about the entrepreneur lifestyle. We hear about the things that intrigues us about entrepreneurship, but yet we hear that it's hard. Yet we hear the negative, right? We hear sometimes we see now social media, it does glorify. We do see the wins, but then someone else, sometimes when we have it more personal, we hear about the hardships of it. Listen, y'all, the average salary in America right now is $51,000. That's almost $1,000 a week before taxes. $51,000, $1,000 a week before taxes. Basically, what I'm here to say, and when I ask the question is, when you ask yourself, can I really do mobile home investing? Is I want you to think the fact that you are an expert at what you currently do in your life. You are an expert. Whatever your occupation is, whatever your career is, whatever you do for a living, you are an expert. But you know why? Because you are able to bring home either a weekly, a bi-weekly, or a monthly check to provide for your family every single month, week, whatever that looks like. That's what you're able to do. So we asked the question, can I do mobile home investing? Yes, you can do mobile home investing, but you have to be willing to do the training. And see, the difference is when it comes to training, right? When we get hired at our careers, it's easier for us because they already put everything out in front of us and say, okay, you come this day, this training will be this training will be that. And we know at the end of the day in our mind, I'm doing this for a paycheck. I'm going to get paid. So I'm going to do everything that they say in line so I can get paid. So I asked the question, can you do mobile home investing? So the reason I'm tying this in about, again, I gave you guys the example of what it takes for when you first got in your career. Well, let's do the rundown again. When you first got in your career, this was everything it took. It took getting your resume on point. It took going on job interviews, getting told no and not getting calls back, getting a lot of no's, getting a lot of things, people, and until you finally got hired. Some of us, if you were like me, when you were like me, I took a job that wasn't even in my major when I graduated, but I just needed a job that paid me. So I took a job that valued me less, right? So then after that, once I take the job, I had to go through training. My training was 2 weeks. After training, then it took me years to get a promotion. If your story was like mine, then yes, you can do mobile home investing. Because what I love about it nowadays, especially if you're on this YouTube channel, especially if you're on Instagram, especially on Facebook, there's so much information that tells you step by step, step by step. We have programs step by step. We have coaches and mentors step by step on how to do this. But yet, sometimes we look at it like that's hard. That's hard. We're not willing to take the time to invest, learn the right strategy, scale our business because that's hard. Is it really? Because let me break down the steps for mobile home investing, right? Because again, this topic is, can I do mobile home investing? Let me break down the steps for a wholesale deal for you. And then I want you to, and again, we're gonna go back, we're gonna outweigh which had more steps in it. Okay. Let's go over it. Because again, remember the average salary of $51,000. Let's talk about a wholesale deal mobile home investing, right? Because what I love about wholesaling, you can do this while having a career. And you can do mobile home investing while having a career. You can diversify, right? Let's just talk about this. Wholesale. I got to go buy bandit signs. Well, I got to go buy bandit signs. Well, I got to go online and buy some bandit signs. We buy mobile homes. How long do that take for me to do that? Probably about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes if I want to design them. Then I get my bandit signs in the mail, right? Then I gotta go driving for dollars. That's some of the most time it may take me. Do I have to drive for dollars? No, but I tell my investors that's one of the best ways to do it. So you driving in your car, driving into a community, let's say that takes 3-4 hours. You're looking for assets. Then you go put up your bandit signs, right? You go put up your bandit signs, may take 2 hours to put up your bandit signs. Then once you put up your bandit signs, guess what? Now you got to talk to sellers. You got to go talk to some sellers. You got to have a conversation with sellers. You got to have an uncomfortable conversation with sellers. And then once you get one of the contract, guess what? Now we got to finalize it. Now we got to find a buyer. We got to find a buyer. Now we got to have conversations with buyers. Do the showings. Know the facts about the house. Boom. We go to the closing table and we can make anywhere from on the low end, $1,500. On the high end, I've seen wholesale deals, $15,000. Ain't seem too hard. Is it easy? No, it ain't easy. But again, let's break down what we had to do to get our career and go get our first raise to make the money that we wanted to make. We had to go first, have our resume on point, and then we had to go through a bunch of job interviews. Then after the job interviews, we had to go do the training. Then after training, we had to go do our basic positions of what we had to do within our job. And then we had to fight and compete for a promotion. We had to be at our occupation. Most of our occupations tell us, like, I had to wait 90 days before I got health insurance. That was the fact. But yeah, we say, I want to invest. And when somebody gives you a step-by-step blueprint, you like, well, can I do it? Or we don't feel sure enough. I don't know if that's going to really work for me. Why wouldn't it work for you? Why would your career set you up to fail? So why would somebody like us set you up to fail? So you ask yourself, can I really do this? Yes, you can really do this if you follow the blueprint. Let's go on something else. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about a fix and flip deal. A fix and flip deal. First thing I gotta do, I gotta find an asset. I can go on Facebook Marketplace. There's a lot of places I can go look for mobile homes. I gotta find my asset. Then I got to go have a conversation with the seller. Then I got to go buy my asset. I got to go cut the check. Go give me a cashier's check from the bank. Right? Each one of these is going to take me time to drive there. The conversation that you're going to be face to face with a seller is probably less than an hour. The whole mobile home buying process is probably about an hour. Then I got to go hire a contractor. That may be a few minutes. Let's say that takes me 2 hours. Then after that, I wait till the work is complete, unless I'm doing the work myself. I'm just doing check-ins to make sure the work is good. Then I got to list my home for sale. I'm doing that on my phone. This is my work. I'm listing my home for sale. Then I talk to buyers. I'm having conversations on buyers. I'm texting the buyers. And then I sell my home. That's the process. So again, I ask you all, you got to ask yourself, can I do mobile home investing? All right. Can I do mobile home investing? Remember, you are an expert at what you do currently. If y'all don't mind, drop in the chat. How long have you been in your career? Drop in the chat. How long have you been in your career? How long have you been in your career? How long have you been in your career? Let me know. Is my mic on? It's on. Drop in the chat. I know sometimes it's a little delay, but don't be scared. How long you been in your career? Stella said 25 years. Sales, 10 plus years. And this is my Facebook family right here. Nisha, Facebook family, 3 years. Terry, 25, U.S. government. Nice. E-Rob, 3 years. 3 years. I love it. Right? Derek, 21 years. Nice. What up, Derek? Claude, 5 years. Right? So y'all been at y'all respective companies. And let me ask you this, right? With y'all longevity, you're probably still learning things at your occupation that you're doing. So what I love about it, let me tell y'all something. I love it. I was in the workforce for over 10 years. All right. I graduated college. I bounced around a few jobs. I've been fired here and there. I ain't gonna lie, I was just always defiant. I didn't like people telling me what to do. So, you know, I bark back at my bosses and I get fired and then I go find another job and nobody would pay me over $60,000. Nobody would pay me over $60,000. I tried to switch up. I tried to get out of transportation. I could not get a job. Y'all listen, my final time getting fired was March 3rd, 2017. That was the final time I said, you know what? I'm gonna try it and do it on my own. March 3rd, 2017. That's the day I went full head in entrepreneurship. I took a lot of L's. But here's something beautiful about it. My L's, it didn't kill me. I took a lot of L's. I tried a lot of things. I tried MLMs. I tried all type of things. I tried different companies. I launched different companies that failed. I tried different things. I discovered mobile home investing, and this was the one thing that I did right without a blueprint. And it worked. And it took us from zero. It took me and Sharnice. Guess what we had to do? Yo, we had to go get on welfare. We had to go get food stamps because I barely could afford to eat. I had a link card. We in Illinois had a link card. Right? I tried to go get rental assistance. I couldn't even get rental assistance. I had no income coming in. No income. Every time that I would try to buckle down on my business, I would lose money. It wasn't until we found mobile home investing that we took a chance. And that's what, again, we took a chance. Luckily, Sharnice had some decent credit to co-sign for a $10,000 loan that we believed in ourselves. We took that $10,000 loan and we flipped that $10,000 loan to $19,500. And then we never turned back. The next month, we went from a $20,000 a month to a $40,000 a month to a $50,000 a month. And we kept on doing this. We ain't no different than you. So when I asked y'all, can I do mobile home investing? If you trust us to give you the blueprint, you go on our YouTube channel, over 180 videos. You go on Instagram. You go look on a real page. You go look at all the videos and the lives we've done. We've probably, if I had to guess, it's probably over 300 hours of content about mobile home investing and what not to do and what to do. All blueprints. But yes, some of us don't even want to believe in ourselves to take a risk, and we think that investors are too risky. We think all the stuff that can go wrong. We think of all the things that can go wrong, or we think of all the bad stories that we hear from people that have failed at something. And guess what? Most of the people who have failed and tell you that it's hard, they just failed and didn't want to do it again. Are you willing to fail forward? Can I do mobile home investing? Yes, you can, but you got to be willing to do the play-by-play. Because here's the reality. A lot of times what happens is most people take it, they like, you get comfortable. You're like, I want to do what's comfortable. So when in mobile homes, if I say, hey, listen, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go on Facebook Marketplace. All right. As soon as you type in manufactured homes, start talking to sellers. Reach out to sellers. Start having a conversation. Well, what do I say, Byron? I said start talking to them. I'm not telling you what to say. Have a conversation. It's not about the perfect. And what happens is we want The perfect thing. When you started, listen, when you started your occupation, they didn't. I'm gonna hit something about me. I remember when I first got my first job out of college, they didn't tell me that I had to work weekends once a month. They didn't tell me that I would have to have a work phone at least once every two. They didn't tell me that I had to attend some happy hour events. They didn't tell me I had to go to dinners with clients. That wasn't in the job description, but I did it. So now I want you to ask yourself, what am I willing to do for myself? What am I willing to do for myself? What am I willing to invest in me? What do I want? Because here's the thing, here's the biggest thing I see now. Everybody, I want generational wealth. I want to be able to give my kids this. I want my kids to eat with me. I'm doing this for my kids. I want generational wealth. I want to build wealth. I want it, and we see it. But is we really willing to put the work in for that? Is we really willing to put the work in to really build this? And if you scared to invest, you ain't ready. You're not ready. Let's be 100. It's the most realest thing I can tell you. What's comfortable for us? What's comfortable for us? It's easy to go have a drink. It's easy to go kick it with some friends. It's easy to do all that. It's easy to go put on a video game. It's easy to watch that show. It's easy to binge Netflix for the whole entire weekend. But then you steady look on Instagram, you're like, man, these motherfuckers winning. Man, they winning. Oh, and then as soon as they start saying they scamming, they must be scamming because they doing so good. They scamming, huh? You got to ask yourself, y'all. You got to ask yourself, if you on my live right now, that means guess what? You have an interest in some financial income, right? You got an interest in financial literacy. You got an interest in some type of wealth building because you on here right now rocking with me. And this live is a little bit different because if y'all go back to my lives on Tuesdays, I'm teaching. But I had to give y'all an example to let you know that you are worthy, that you have the power. Because what's the first thing that I told y'all? I said you could do mobile home investing. You know the reason why? Because your occupation that you currently do now, you are good at your occupation. Even if you half-ass at your occupation, guess what? You can do it. So that's why you can do mobile home investing. This ain't rocket science. This ain't rocket science. We're not crunching numbers. The only numbers we add and subtracting and multiplying. You got to be willing to have a conversation. That's what separates the doers from the talkers. Is doing the work, taking action. Doing the work and taking action. That's what separates us. So I want you to, again, ask yourself, right? I got the question, can I do mobile home investing? Yes, absolutely. Yes, you can do mobile home investing. Absolutely, yes. Like I said, we got all the resources. All right. Actually, right now, I would like to take it to the next step, but I think my problem is, hold on, 47 Toya, your message cut off. I said, UJ, right at the problem. He was right at the problem. All right. So here's the thing, y'all. You know these, like I said, I'm gonna hang out for a little bit. Normally, I've been trying to cut these to 30 minutes to come on to talk with y'all, man. Again, next week we're gonna be back. I'm gonna hang out just for a little bit longer. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be on YouTube. I'm gonna cut this one off on YouTube. Listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna wrap up on YouTube. I'm gonna hang out on IG Live. Make sure y'all stay on. I'm gonna hang out with y'all. YouTube, man, listen, real quick, we're gonna wrap up, but make sure y'all do me a favor. If you want to come on Instagram, make sure you following us on Instagram at Mobile Home Elite Investors. Make sure y'all jump on make sure y'all jump on the live. All right, and then tomorrow we got a free training with Nicole Briscoe. Make sure y'all text webinar to 312-847-2544. So that way you can get the link for Nicole's webinar. All right. Listen, Facebook, YouTube, y'all been phenomenal. Again, man, listen, look out for next week's episode. We talk about how can I make money on mobile homes. We definitely giving some game. Man, I appreciate y'all. My YouTube family, IG, hold up, IG, because I see y'all leaving. I got something for y'all. Yo, YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Share this with somebody, y'all. Share this with somebody, man. Let's get it, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Instagram, we're going to hang out for a little bit. Let's get into it, all right?